Hi guys, today I'm going to do the review of the CVJ Nami. Before I start the review of the CVJ Nami, I just want to say a big thanks to CVJ for providing me this review in it. They haven't given me any monetary compensation for this video, nor are they seeing this video before you are seeing it. So all the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are my own. So before I start talking about the sound of CVJ Nami, I'll just talk quickly about the build quality, the comfort, and the accessories it has. So the build quality, as you can see, is really good. It has a metal outer shell and a resin inner shell, so the build quality is really good. They are really comfortable to wear for a long period of time. The cable is also of good quality. It's very supple, it's very soft, and it's very malleable, and I can pocket it easily. It does get tangled, as you can see over here sometimes, but I think so that's okay looking at the price point. One more thing I just want to mention about the cable is the cable is modular cable, right? As to why this is interesting, because this is only like $25 to $30, and the cable used over here is really interesting. Because why? One thing is this is modular, and the second reason is because CVJ also has a $200 IM called as the CVJ Freedom that uses this exact same cable, which is modular. In that, the only difference is that you also get a 4.4 and also 2.5 inside the box. In this, you do not get that. So I don't know what's happening over here. Is it that are they using a cheap cable for the $200 IM, or are they using an expensive cable for the $25 to $30 IM? If it's a latter case, that is really good. That is really awesome. I mean, if you buy this, you get a good cable. That is one thing about the cable. And these IMs are also very easy to tie via the 3.5mm jack. I've driven them on my smartphone and I have had no issues. One thing I do find the CVJ Nami to be lacking is in accessories. The box, although very good in size, very petite, very small, but the accessories are very lacking. It's just the IM, the cable, and one pair of tips. I know these are $25 to $30 IM, but I would expect a little bit more even for this price. Just a pair of tips is not enough. I'm not asking for a case, but one more pair of tips would have been nice. Before I talk about the sound quality, I'll just quickly say that Nami, this is the Chinese character for Nami. In Chinese, this means that within the waves. So as you can see, there are waves. Between the waves, there is the IM. So that is what means in Chinese. I just found it on their website, if I'm not wrong, or somewhere else. I think so, yeah, I found it on their website. And yeah, talking about the sound is very dark, very bassy kind of sound in my book. Also, these have tuning switches where you can see over here, right? There are tuning switches on this over here. So you can there are many configurations you can do. One is 0-0, in which both the tuning switches are down. 1-1, in this both the tuning switches are up. Then 1-0 and 0-1. In my ears, I haven't found any difference between 0-1 and 1-0. There aren't any sonical differences I have found, but 0-0 and 1-1 is the main differences I have found. In the 0-0 region, that is both the tuning switches are off, in that only the DD is working. Only the DD is working, which is a subwoofer mode, and that is one. And one more is 1-1, which is both the DD and the BA are working together, and yeah, DD and BA are working together in, I think it is called the EHF high resolution mode. Most of my sound testing is done in these two tuning switches. So I'll just quickly tell the difference between the 0-0 and the 1-1. What happens when you're in the 0-0 mode is it's a V-shape IM regardless, but in the 0-0 mode the bass is more emphasized, and in the 1-1 mode the treble is emphasized more. So I would not suggest using the 1-1 mode to anyone, to be honest. Even if you're a treble sensitive, the treble is really not that good, really not that impactful. The treble in that 1-1 region feels a bit fake and feels a bit artificial, as you can say. So I will not suggest using that. And if you're treble sensitive in the 1-1 mode, what happens is you will feel a lot of shoutiness in the female vocals, a lot of PSiness in some classical music, which is not really good. Like when I'm listening to Sakura and Hanawa Sakura from Ikimonogatari, the female vocals are really shouty in that 1-1 mode. And even I am sort of okay with shouty female vocals sometimes, I couldn't take it more than not even a song. So I will not suggest using that 1-1 mode. In the 0-0 mode, that is the 1DD mode, I do use that mode because I do find it to be very good for rap and hip hop and R&B songs, and but the only thing I have a gripe in that about is that the bass is really good, but what happens is the mids are really very very dry. You do not feel any of the mids, you do not feel any of the male vocals, like when listening to Chris Cornell, Bill Withers, or when listening to Akim Rekel in the Aloha Hey Hey. Female vocals are okay, I would say, but if you listen to something mellowed out female vocals, like listening to Adele in some songs, it takes a backseat. If you like that kind of tuning, I would suggest using the 0-0. In the 1-1, what happens is the female vocals do shine, the male vocals also do pop up, but what happens is it becomes too shouty, it becomes too true PRC for any kind of music. Even if you're not treble sensitive, I will highly not suggest using it. And the trebleness which you get in that, and the treble which you get at that 1-1 situation is quite artificial, quite fake. So I'll highly not suggest using that, and try to use it in the 0-0 mode. One more thing I want to say is that the DD does have potential. In my opinion, if CVJ could come make an IM with a $15 to $20 price range and come only with a DD and change the tuning, it will be really good. It does have potential, because I did try to did try to use PEQ, and it worked really well. I could improve the bass a lot, I could change the treble a lot, and do something in which I could hear it for long hours of time, and I'll be very satisfied with the sound quality. So if CVJ could do something like that, it is that'll be really awesome. Now, talking about the soundstage is really average. It's cramped, right? It doesn't have any depth, it doesn't have any height, it just has this sideness. So if you do like kind of that cramped soundstage, this will be for you. The soundstage is really not that wide. So there is also this song I was listening to, Yumoji from NaNoWriMo. There is this one instrument playing on the left hand side. It will be at this position, right, on towards the left hand side, a bit on the forward, so you can feel it on your ears when you're listening to a bit better IEM. That I do not feel this at all. It's just at the left hand side. Like, I do not even feel that it's properly on the left, but it's just there on the center, a bit to the left, that's it. So the soundstage is very cramped. I do not like it, but there are some people who do like that cramped soundstage. So if you're like one of them, then you will really like this. I'm not really a big fan of cramped soundstage. I do like a wider soundstage. And one more thing, the cable, it does come with a modular cable, so I think so that is also a decent buy for this at this price. So you can get this modular cable and buy a 4.4 or 2.5, whatever floats your boat, and then you will have a modular cable at a very cheap price. So yeah, so as per recommendation of this IEM, I don't really see anything that much that I'll say go ahead and buy this IEM, because there are a lot of other good IEMs available at this $25 to $30 price range. My favorite will be the Moondrop Chew 2 with a bit of roll tips, like take a tip a size below than you generally wear and push it inside, so that you get a more deeper bass response, and the Moondrop Chew 2 is really good for that. Also, you can also get the Tangzu Vanner, that is also really good. But then again, those are $20. This is $25 to $30. But if you really do like it very dark response, and if you want to use it only in the 1DD mode, then I think so this is a decent IM to buy. There's nothing really wrong with it. I think so CVJ can improve on this if they retune the DD, if they retune the BA and change the crossover structure. I think so this will be really good IM. It does have potential, I'll say. I think so this is the cheapest IM with a modular cable, which is really something to say. I do like that fact. So if CVJ comes with a Nami version 2 or something like that, they can really retune it and make it sound really good, because it does have potential. So one more thing which I forgot to mention is, as you can see, the outer faceplate, right? I rarely find IEMs at any price range where the faceplate is not plastered by the name of the company. I do not find any plain faceplates. I really like this kind of design, so shout out to CVJ for doing this. I really like it. I think so more IEM companies should do that, and rather not plaster their name on that. It's okay if there is the name of the company over here, like in the 3.5mm jack or in the cable somewhere, or even in the insides of the IEM, like the Tansjim has for their Kara. But I don't really like when it is on the faceplate like this. This looks minimal and looks really good on your ear. So yeah, as for recommendation, I do recommend it, but only if you use the IEM in its 0-0 mode and not in its 1-1 mode, because even if you are someone who likes treble and listens to a lot of treble heavy tracks, that is not the kind of trouble I would imagine you will like it over here. It's very artificial, it's very fake. It tries to induce clarity, and that fails at that. So I wouldn't suggest really using that. I would suggest you look at the Moondrop Chutu, which is really better at that. And in terms of bass, yes, it does. If you really like a dark signature, a bassy IM at the $25 to $30 price range, and you'll use it at the 0-0 mode in the tuning switches, then I think so this is a decent IM to get it. You will not regret it. And plus the modular cable is a big thing, big buy over at this price range. So if you get a new IM in the future, you can use a modular cable along with your 4.4 or 3.5 mm DAC or DAPs. So yeah, that is a review of this IM. I'm really thankful to everyone who has watched my videos. I'm getting hundreds. Last video I got 100 views if I'm not wrong. I'm really happy for that. So thanks to everyone. I would really appreciate if you could like my video, subscribe to my channel. It really helps out a lot. It is free. It doesn't cost you any money, and I'll try to bring in more reviews. I have some interesting IMs along the way which I'll try to review, and as you can see, there is one more IM. This is a very interesting IM. I'll try to make the next video about this. A very interesting IM. So this is also from CVJ, spoiler alert. And so I really appreciate everyone who has subscribed, everyone who has commented, everyone who has liked, and if you do have any more doubts, like oh yeah, before I finish the video, let's talk about gaming. I will not suggest this IM for gaming again, because the soundstage is very cramped. When I tried gaming, like I played a bit of PUBG, and I played a bit of Drift Rally, I think so, yeah, and I really couldn't feel inside the game. It's like a center tunnel, and that's it. I couldn't feel the footsteps, I couldn't feel the where the gunshots were coming from. So yeah, I really wouldn't suggest this for gaming. So yeah, there are a few more IMs which are on the pipeline for the review, and they are really good for gaming. I'm currently testing them out, so do keep an eye out on my channel. I'll try to bring the review for them out soon. Also, really appreciate you watching my video, subscribing to my channel, liking, and if you have any questions, please do comment on my under this video, and I'll try to help you out. So thank you for watching my video. Bye.